What's up, YouTube? It is I, your Lord, not your Savior. But I am here to bestow great wisdom upon thee, so you might as well be thankful. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about the state of black conservatism and where it's at leading up to 2020, the election. And it's quite interesting because what you're seeing is there is a focus on the black vote within this election. You see the Democrats and Biden doing their typical pandering, but you actually see the Republicans actually trying to make a case, and they're touting out, other black conservatives. They're trying to entice the black vote, and it's it seems like it's being done more so than in other elections. So with it coming up, black people are in an interesting position because both parties are vying for their vote, and both parties are in some ways recognizing that the vote is malleable, it can change, and that they need to, satisfy them in order to get it. Now with Democrats, they're not really going to give you what you want. They're just going to give you short-term problems that ain't really going to fix a problem. So the Republican Party needs to somehow find a way to maneuver around the messaging that the Democrats have, because the Democrats literally, at the same time of them promising a bunch of stuff that's never going to happen, they demonize the Republicans and are very effective with it. So in order for Republicans to really appeal to the black community, they have to find a way to maneuver around, the bubble that is created within a lot of these black communities that are, focused in urban areas, especially. Like, I know in New York, most black people are, far left. You could even say black separatist in a way. So it's like the Democrats know how to feed off of that. They know how to feed off of that racial anger and frustration, where Republicans need to try to use that to their advantage. However, Republicans just want to act like race isn't even an issue, and that race isn't something that is important to talk about. It's a losing argument. You gotta somehow at least listen to these people who are, making race an issue, who want to talk about race. You gotta at least bring them to the table and listen to them. Now, at that table is where you make that argument. When you're listening to them is when you can make that argument. Not from a distance, not from a snippet on a clip from some news network, not some comment you make or some tweet you make on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You gotta talk to these people in person, and you gotta seem sympathetic. See, the problem that I see with the Republican Party's messaging is that it's literally just teasing. Like, we always are trying to dunk on liberals. Like, oh yeah, you just, slam dunked on that libtard, and it's like, what did that accomplish? Yeah, we made him, feel bad or look dumb or whatever, but did that win anyone over? Did that bring anyone to our side? And that's one of the most important things when we go into these political debates, is that we shouldn't be looking to demean or hurt the other side in some capacity. We should be trying to entice the other side to come to our side. Us doing this name calling and teasing doesn't help, and it damn sure doesn't help black people want to come to the Republican side. Do you think that a black person is going to want to come to your side after you're teasing them and calling them a snowflake and calling them a crybaby because of the things that they believe? Do you think that they're going to want to listen to you? No, they're not going to take anything you say seriously, because you can't even take them seriously. And that's where the black community is getting turned off by the Republican Party. I see a lot of black conservatives that have a hard time siding with the Republican Party, because when they look at us, they don't see something that they can, resonate with, that they can get behind. Because it's a lot of times the Republican Party is very insensitive towards issues that, may have implications of, social justice, but could even be advocated for justice for all. Like police brutality is an issue that Democrats are seizing and Republicans are fumbling over. one half of the Republican Party gets it and understands and is trying to help because they see this as an opportunity to win with a lot of people on the left or who are on the fence in the middle. And then you have the other side who just doesn't get it and who just will constantly fight everything that the left champions because they need to always be right. They need to always oppose the other side. And that does not help us at all. You're basically shooting us in the foot because you're not giving anyone a chance to meet in the middle. A lot of politics is compromise, meeting in the middle. Now, we don't have to meet in the middle with these people at all, but we should do is make it look like we're trying. If we make it look like we're trying, it'll entice them to make it look like they're trying. And then what we can do is try to use our persuasiveness and our good arguments to win those people over. But I've never been in an argument and I've won someone over to my side by insulting them. Never have I done that. But I've always been able to change someone's mind if I show them respect. If I acknowledge them as an intelligent person and respect their opinions and respect what their beliefs and not accept what they say, but allow them to say it without ridiculing them. Allow them to speak their mind freely without them feeling inferior or trying to make them feel inferior. If we can make people feel confident in expressing their ideas to us and not feeling like they're going to get, ridiculed or disrespected, I'm telling you, we would have so much more interactions between especially minority communities and the Republican Party, because minority communities have a tendency to have conservative values overwhelmingly. Most black people are not true liberals. They'll say that they're liberals, but most black people are not true liberals. A lot of them are moderate or conservative, but they've been taught to vote Democrat. They're in this bubble that teaches them to vote Democrat, and a lot of them would like to switch and vote Republican, but it's the social pressure that they have to face. So what Republicans need to do is be able to circumvent that social pressure and circumvent themselves and stop this whole name calling, teasing culture that we have going on, because it's not helping us. It is not helping us. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. And we have an opportunity. Black people are literally telling the Democrat Party, what are you doing for us? You haven't been doing anything. Why should we even vote for you? Black people are literally saying that. This is your golden opportunity. Do not fumble it. You got to get your messaging down. You got to be able to resonate with the black community and try to move in a way that you can, not obviously you're not going to get the overwhelming majority of the vote yet. That's going to take over time. But if you want to get consistent double-digit support from the black community, we got to fix that dang messaging. And the sooner we do that, and the sooner we fix our image and our perception of ourselves, and are able to circumvent the Democrat, brainwashing that's going to go on through the media, they're going to obviously, demean us and make us look bad. We got to be able to circumvent that. If we can get through all that crap, and we can just stop engaging in the same idiocy that the left is doing, we could win. As long as we don't turn into the left, we can win. But unfortunately, a lot of y'all ignorant Republicans are turning into SJWs that are on the Republican side. And what you end up doing is you end up making the people in the middle look at both sides and see no difference. So if they're already being told to lean to one side, but they check us out, and they say that they see that we're the exact same as them, what's going to entice them to come to our side? They're like, oh, well, I'm already leaning this way. I might as well go this way. These guys are kind of more my cup of tea, or so I've been told. We're not doing ourselves any favor. In our attempts to defeat the left, let us not become the left. But hey, that's what I gotta say, man. I'm just been getting frustrated with the Republican Party lately, especially in my area. I'm, part of the Westchester Young Republicans Committee, and we're seeing our party crumble in New York. I'm in downstate New York, and it's just awful, man. The Republican Party has no backbone down here. We need to do something to revitalize our efforts and energy, because if not, man, these Democrats are just going to overrun everything. It doesn't matter if we win 2024 or anything after that, man, because we'll lose the local and the state level, and that's where it really matters. But stick around. Hopefully I have another one for you next week, and I'm outie.